Now Kelly. Gates has it over the middle. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride. This is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll come out in the pistol. Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys have now moved out in front.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Underwood. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Second and 6 at the 41-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 6. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 41-yard line. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Quick hitter here. It's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
And that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Second and 9 at the 10-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd and 9 now. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Back to you.
On 3rd down, it's Underwood. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And now they have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point 4th quarter lead. And again, it's Chubb. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
That's good for 28 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
A run with Chubb on 1st down, not going to be a good one. He won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. 54. He's time to me. Smooth. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Don't get nervous. 6-6. Pull it high. Crash. Shift. 5.
Here's Kelly. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Chris on travel. Hey, Charlie.
Here's Kelly on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Chopper! Check. Lucky. Hey, Alpha. Now.
On 4th down, Kelly. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is Complete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we got a one-score game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll keep it on the ground. Underwood. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And a give this time to the tailback. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check, 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 check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now. Joker, Joker.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Packers, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos.